Let's do it. Are we ready? Are we all ready? I see you driving. It's okay. I'll get to you. Let's bring this baby on. Okay, let's get into the mix, of course. We're live. That's right. Jacob's with me. He's driving. We'll get to him in 1 minute. Of course, if you're new, where have you been? Smash your subscribe, of course. Hopefully he can drive and talk. Don't look at me. Just look at the road. Be safe out there, Jacob. But anyway, we're building up to the big one. It is, of course, Rovers Championship debut for the campaign up against West Brom. Team news is probably in. I've not looked at it yet. Of course, we're going to do a reveal with Jacob live. Of course, he might cry because there might be some surprise. I don't know. I've not seen it, but let's bring him into the mix, Jacob. Let's bring you in there. How are you? How you doing? Looking good.
Not too bad. Not too bad, Dirk. Thank you. Yeah, just on the way to Ewood now, driving through Darwin.
What kind of motor are you driving there?
A lot of people won't have heard of it, but it's a Fiat 124 Spider, so it's a two-seater convertible. So it's
nice. Get the top down. Get the top. I don't know if it's a day for the top down, but anyway, I'm going to try and bring in the team news here. I've got you on the side, and we're going to do. Where is it? Where's the team news? I've got to bring it up here. Is it must be that one there. So here we go. I'm going to do a big refresh. We're going to do it. See it live. You and I. Okay, we'll see the visitors in a minute. So here is the team news. I'll tell it to you right here, right now. I want your thoughts, of course. We've got pairs between sticks. No question there. Of course, Kaminsky gone. Rankin Costello looks like he's starting out right back. We got Carter, we got Hyam, we got Pickering. I think that's probably mostly the back four everyone's going to expect. Into midfield, we have a double DM, I would say. Tronstad and Travis could be the new brothers in arms there. With Smodic, Markanday starts, Dolan and Leonard. What do you think about that lineup, first and foremost? Jacob, what are your initial thoughts there?
Yeah, I mean, other than obviously Kaminsky between the sticks, it's the same side we put out against Girona, so I'm not overly surprised, I suppose. I mean, I think Adam Wharton, if fully fit, would be in this side, you'd like to think. My only concern would be Sondre and Travis are quite similar players, but to be fair, I think they both had decent games against Girona. But obviously, Girona are a better side than West Brom, so I could understand going a bit more defensive. But today at home, could we have maybe chucked someone in who's a bit more offensive, maybe a John Buckley next to Travis, something like that? I guess we'll have to see how it pans out today.
Yeah, the bench does look quite tasty. Of course, we've got Callum Britton on there, Scotty Wharton, Adam Wharton's on the bench. We got Ennis, we have Buckley, Hedges, and a couple of youngsters, Garrett and Batty, with Hilton, the backup goalkeeper. So there are changes, of course, and a very, very British bench. And yeah, of course, we are missing that firepower up top. No Gallagher. Question marks, of course, if we are ever going to bring in some strikers to this lineup. So a lot of responsibility on Smodic. Who else do you think? Well, Leonard, of course, is a forward. But if someone's going to score today, who would you have as our marksman?
I hope Marconde can really take this opportunity. I mean, obviously, last season he got a few cup games, didn't he? And then went to Aberdeen and barely got a sniff there. He really needs to take the opportunity today with both hands. Obviously, Hedges has been out, so I think that's obviously helped. Arna's out, so you question how many opportunities he's going to get if he doesn't take the ones he's going to get right now at the start of the season. So I'd love to see him get a goal. He did get a few for us last season in the cup, and he also got one against Girona. He's been quite decent apparently in the pre-season friendlies. So yeah, I think it's a big day for him, and hopefully he can step up.
Yes, indeed. A quick look at the West Brom team. I don't know how knowledgeable you are on these, but I'll read it out to you. They've got Palmer between the sticks. I had a chat with a West Brom fan saying that their keeper was also in the sights of Luton, and they ended up, of course, taking ours. They've got Furlong at the back, Ajay, Kipre, of course, we know him from our regular linkage or, in the press. Townsend, Yoxalu in midfield, Malumbi, Jeb Wallace, where's the captain's armband? Chalaba. We've got Phillips and Thomas Asante. So Josh Mayer doesn't get into the team. Other new signings, Sedimento on the bench. Mowat, of course, on the bench. I like him as a player. And a few others that don't really stick out for me. But any concerns about that team? Are you fearing West Brom? Are you think it's going to be an even contest? What is your thoughts heading towards kickoff?
I think very contested. I think it's going to be really fast. I think, as we said on our championship podcast the other day, I think it might be the right time to play West Brom with DK being out, where obviously he's a big threat in this league. Obviously, Jed Wallace is the player to look out for, I would say, anyway, out of that starting lineup. And obviously, Mowat off the bench, just such good depth at West Brom, isn't there? The fact he's on the bench, because he'd walk into so many championship sides. But be a good game for sure. I think last season West Brom can feel a bit unlucky that we managed to beat them 2-1, weren't it? But we'll have to see how today goes. And I mean, we're obviously light up top as well, so a fair contest, I would say, today.
I also did miss, conveniently so, John Swift. He's also on the bench as well. So another tasty player they could bring into the fold, of course. You are there, tread the boards at Ewood, of course, hoping to bring some good luck to us for our first game of the season. Remind us of your prediction for this game, and who, if there are goals, who's going to score them?
I believe I said 1-0, even though I think I got the prediction wrong on the podcast, thinking I'd say 2-1, but I think I went 1-0. I think, obviously, as I've just mentioned, both teams are quite light up front, so I'm going to be somewhat positive and go for a 1-0 Rovers win. I think if, like I said, a Marconde or a Smodic can just scab a goal in, and we showed last season we're good enough defensively to sit on a lead, especially at home, and see it out. I think we can apply the right amount of pressure at home. We'll just have to see how those two holding midfielders do for me. If it's too much sideways and backwards between the two of them, I think a John Buckley or an Adam Wharton will have to be introduced in the 45th, 50th minute for me.
Yeah, it does look like a conservative approach, maybe trying not to lose this game from JDT. Where was I going to go? I was going to go with this one, of course. Did you earmark a goal scorer? I couldn't say who do you pin your hopes on today for the goals? I lost my mind there for a second.
I'm gonna go with a Marconde goal. I hope he steps up today, so I'll go with a 1-0 Marconde win.
Okay, yeah, this was what I was going to go towards. Of course, there has been a lot of, it's been a rough month, rough July for Rovers behind the scenes, and maybe a bit of clarity yesterday with Waggett's interviews all over the place. Has that reassured you? What is that, the recent dialogue from Waggett and, of course, Rovers for your mindset for the season?
I mean, I think obviously it's good he's being transparent with us. They're not beating around the bush. Obviously, it's been well documented. All the issues the Venkies are obviously having with the Indian government and whatnot. So obviously, it's Waggett's hands are kind of tied behind his back, really. And I think we're obviously just trying to make the best of a bad situation. I think we can count ourselves very lucky that John Darla's decided to stick around. I think there would be more than a few suitors for his services. So to put up with obviously the January window we had last season, which in hindsight cost us playoffs. I mean, if we'd got someone through the door in that front three, I think that would have given us the extra points we needed to make it. And obviously now it's, we had a really good June getting in free signings. And now obviously we've let Kaminsky and Phillips go. Two players that I feel like were decent options to cash in on. But obviously the money for Phillips, we've kind of had our pants pulled down there. But I think we needed to cash in on one of the keepers. And let's just hope we get some of that money, 2-3 million or so for a striker to come in, because that's what we desperately need. And I think if we have that, there's no reason why we couldn't push for playoffs. I think the rest of the squad's looking strong enough anyway.
Yeah, it does look pretty comfortable. Well, tidy in the goalkeeper department with the rumours of a Swedish fella coming in to be our compete for the number 1 jersey, and it looks like we're going to get a good deal on that one. So we're going to have, looks like, the Norwegian team's pants down on their front. So of course, what goes around comes around, and hopefully we and it looks on paper that we may have actually upped our goalkeeping ranks with this new fella. But again, time will only tell. We do want that money. How's the traffic looking? Are you on the trying to get good parking spot, or what's the deal there? You might have even frozen on me. I don't know. Oh, there you are. Are you still there? You're still there? So, yeah, what is are you in traffic? Are you on a red light? What's going on? Give us a live feel. Well, I can't hear you, Jacob. You're on your road. I'll let you go. Appreciate all your thoughts and wisdom as you, of course, you kick off towards the game. Jacob, you're the man, the myth, the legend. Of course, I'm going to tap out of that. Of course. Anyway, we are hoping to get some more words from Philly Pete, wherever he is in, of course, USA. We're no longer in the same state, me and Pete. He's, of course, in Pennsylvania. I'm down in deepest, darkest Georgia. And, of course, what do you think of the new setup here for the Rovers, the vibe? I'm live. Everything's real. Everything, even the clogs, the Dutchy clogs, they are the real deal, of course. So, yeah, and make sure you subscribe, of course, keep you up to date with everything Rovers related. Let's get back and have another look at that team news while we see if we're going to get some company from Philly Pete out in, of course, Philly in Pennsylvania. So this is the team news in all its glory. Let's have a little look at it. Up the baggies. Well, we have some baggy fans knocking around. Thank you, Ultra Mirror. Appreciate it. It is. I hope it's blue. It might be a little purple. But again, this is the team. Pairs, of course, between the sticks. JRC and, of course, his roaring roll, which will be hopefully goal-ridden this campaign. Of course, we've had Nyambe for years who never scored a goal. And Nyambe, JRC backed himself an hat-trick, of course, over the preseason. What else we got? Carter, of course, Hyam. At a minute, that picks itself. They're fit. They go in. Of course, Pickering at left back. Tronstad makes his debut. That's good to see. Travis, Smodic. That's where our goals are going to come from. Smodic, Mackenday, Dolan, Leonard. 4-0 win. And we got. Let's put these out there. So we do have a baggies there, of course, and he is going with a 4-0 win on that one. I don't know about that. It's an away day for you guys, so I don't think it'll be that. If you're going to win, you might win. It's a very even game, of course. Quick look at the comments, and yeah, pretty grim comments. Maybe we should have looked at the comments, but anyway, enough about that. Let's punch that out of there. Of course, we will have an actual live show here later on in about 30 minutes. Of course, let's have another look. We got on the chat. Berta Diaz just scored for Villarreal. They are not. This must be a friendly. I just did my La Liga prediction, so I'm looking forward to that. Make sure you subscribe, of course, as well, and get the likes in. Jacob Ward is back. Oh no, we lost him. He's teasing me. He was teasing me. We have also got Mura with a big 2-1 win for Rovers. Gizzy's going with a big 3-1 win for Rovers. That I like to see. The Groom Daddy sounds a bit shady, but Groom going with the 1-0 win. for the victory. I've gone with a board draw. I'm just playing it safe, just like JDT is at the moment. And again, don't forget, separate stream for the show. Just checking on Pete. He might be asleep. It is early over here. It's 9:15, and I was up till like 2 a.m. Woo! Obi-Wan Kenobi coming at you with a 0-0 draw as well. He's opted for playing it safe for the time being. Gallagher is not on the bench. No, he is out injured. Or is he on his way somewhere? Who knows? Let the rumour mill pick that up and run with it. He's just injured, I think. And again, a lot of hopes on his shoulders at the moment. Of course, for the season, it's his time to shine. Armstrong bagged double digits. We had Diaz bagging double digits. Of course, now it's time for Gallagher to bag double digits, unless we, of course, find somebody else, which, of course, would be absolutely amazing. Again, going to give Pete, of course, 5 minutes before we can have to suck it up, of course. So we're going to have a live stream. I got 3 points on Super Brew for getting the correct scoreline in a Southampton game. Well, that was last night. I went with I actually went with the Sheffield Wednesday victory. Pete is on the verge here. I think he's trying to get in. So we're good to go. We're going to get another POV from another Rovers fan. I don't know if I could just jump him in here. I don't know if he's ready, but I'm gonna go. He might be nude. I just don't know. We're gonna risk it for a biscuit, right? That's what we're gonna do. Have you watched the interview with Chief Exec? I have. I've watched two of it. There's 2 interviews out there. There's 2 interviews, one via Rovers and there's one by the BBC. Check them both out. Both very similar, but of course, maybe a little bit more detail in the BBC interview. I thought it was 30 odd minutes long. Get your popcorn out, of course. I don't know. I'm going to wait. I don't know. Wait for some signal from Pete to say he's good, because you just don't know with folks. I know. We just talked about getting your pants down by Spurs having our pants down. We had the Norwegian team down. I'd have Pete's. That sounds dodge, but you never know. He might not be ready. So let's give him a minute. Can join back if you want. If you got time there, Jacob, just hop on in. Pete's. I don't know. I don't know if he's at the boozer. He might be down boozer, getting royally drunk early in the morning, because that's what they do up there in Philly. They like to party like it's 1999. I'm down in deepest, darkest Georgia, where we like to hide away from the sun because it's hot. That's right. It's blazing. Let's see. I'm going to at least get one of these guys back. I don't know about getting get 20. Well, Pete is gearing up. Here he is. He's also driving. Everybody's bloody driving, Pete. Where are you driving to? Can you hear me?
Yes, Dirk, I can hear you loud and clear here, Dirk. I'm in Philly. I'm on my way. I know you're in Georgia. You're in the Peach State, but we're in the city of brotherly love today, and we've got a lot of fans showing up for us here today. Excited. Team news just out. I'm liking it, Dirk. I'm liking it. I know we've got a lot of news. Kaminsky's gone yesterday. Ashley Phillips gone this morning. Retire 33. We can still do that, guys. But, yeah, Steve Waggett out with the news yesterday. And, we got to give it up. It sounds like we had the best offseason with everything that comes outside the pitch. I came out of that Steve Waggett thing thinking we have the best pitch in the world. We have the best facilities. But then everybody's wondering, well, what about the striker? When are we going to sign the striker? Tell us. We need the funds. But, I do give it hats off to Steve Waggett for coming out and bringing us that clarity. And you do see John Dell Thomason with a new narrative coming out yesterday with the Fire Brigade. We're on fire in the offseason. We hope it continues today, Dirk. I am excited with the lineups. I think the Baggies are there for the taking today. I think it will be a tough game. Don't let me get you going there. But I think we have to capitalize today at home on the season opener. You have the Baggies down and out. This is their first season off without parachute payments. And, from an American standpoint, I had a guy say to me, well, you better watch out for Daryl DK. He's out, guys. Daryl DK's not in there. I know Jed Wallace has now been captain. The Chaloba's in there and whatnot. But the Baggies are there for ours to be had. And we can get 3 points today. Let's start the season off strong, just like we did last year. This is the first game of the season, but it's the 47th championship game for Yondale Thomason. And we know what he can do when he's been given everything he's got from these lads there today. I'm hoping Pears will be able to hold down the fort and set us up strong there after seeing TK go and seeing what he's gone and done. maybe he will be inspired to, bring it out today. It's big stops. Also, Brad Friedel, the American longtime Rovers hero of a goalkeeper for years. Brad Friedel on the scene there in-house at Ewood today. It's got to be a sign. They're sending everybody's on today to cheer on pairs. Welcome the Swedishman. Abba, IKEA, Wallstatt. What's his name there, Dirk? But let's see what we can do today, Dirk. I'm hoping we can get a big win today for Rovers.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to tell you about big bad boy Brad making a return to Ewood. Of course, American superstar. He could still do a job, I think, between the sticks. But yeah, you go for a big win, hopefully. Who's going to score the goals in your eyes?
I was listening to Jacob there, and I think Mark Henday could be our guy, but I just think this is Sammy Smonage's day. I think he's going to come out. He's had an off season where he's just been in the scene. He was in Austria. He's getting the pictures. The limelight seems to be on him, and he's going to want to build us up, to get us going, to get us light us on fire today. I think Sammy Smonage will be there for us if he can get a look today. Gallagher obviously out. I think Jack Vale is out, but there's guys in there, and I think they're going to be hungry, Dirk. So hopefully, Mark and Day, Sammy Smonage, though, keep a lookout. He's going to be our guy today, and yeah, I think it's going to be low scoring. But if we get one in the first half, I would not be surprised if we get a second and we go home 2-0. John Dale Thomason, he's not going to want to stop. He's going to, tell the league and tell the team that they are ones to be reckoned with, and, support us, back us, Venky's, Steve Waggett, Greg Broughton. Pony up with 1 month to go in the transfer window. Let's go. We're doing it as we are. Help us a little bit further, and who knows what we can do.
Who knows what we can... Look at that energy, folks. Give them some loving. Of course, you did take part in our little Rovers get-together by tipping some players of the season. And your player of the season is no longer a Rovers player. Do you want to revisit that? Who's going to be your new player of the season?
Calling me out, They're calling me out. Yes, a week out from our big season YouTube video, and I did tip my hat to Thomas Kaminski, the Belgian. Good luck to him and his further aspirations and further ambitions. We can't take it away from him. The Premier League is calling, and I hope he does well with Luton up at Kenilworth Road. A week later he's gone, but I was trying to send a message. I think this could be a goalkeeper type season, at least for the time being, until we get some more business into the clubhouse. But yeah, I think now we got to look at another name, and I don't think the player of the season is on our squad yet, Dirk. I don't think they're on our squad yet. I think Greg Broughton is going to be able to come out with something maybe more Nordic, Scandinavian with you. He's doing a lot of research behind the scenes, and he's looking to get some more savvy business there going on. So I'm hoping Greg comes out with an even better name that's going to come out and want to perform similar to Niall, similar to Honor, similar to Tronstad, who's starting today for us. So I'm hoping it only continues, and the name of the season isn't even here for the Rovers just yet. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned indeed. What year shirt are you rocking there, Pete? What season is it? I can't see.
This is the Nike. Got us a victory shirt here. So I'm hoping, we got a little bit of nice collar going on here, Dirk. I like this one. It's a little bit simple. There's no sponsor on this one. I think this is, 2015-ish. I'm not sure. But I get my years mixed up in my jerseys, but it's a nice, proper one here for the opener today. I still am working on getting, I think that the third kit was the nicest there. It was the most baller and the most, energetic there. So I'm hoping to get the third kit. I think I still have to do my kit searching there and, put myself in line for something to come across the pond over to me here.
I'm looking at the third and the away, the black one, because I don't have a all black one, but the yellows I do need I do have the retro yellow one somewhere, but yeah, I'll do a wardrobe change in a minute, and I'll rock my retro long sleeve bad boy, even in sweaty Georgia. So your score prediction? What's your score prediction for today?
Dirk, I would have said 1-0, but I think I'm going to go confidently 2-0 today. I think we're going to get a hard one in the first half, and then West Brom's going to feel tired and out in the second half, and we might get a 2-0 brace here from somebody stepping up to the plate and sending somebody putting them their names on the scoreboard today for us. But my only concern, Dirk, I don't know if you were watching the game yesterday with the Southampton game. The new rules, there's obviously no more towels, so we don't have to worry about the towel scene. But when it comes to the extra time, there's a lot more extra time. I think it was 6 in the first half there and 9 in the second half yesterday. So, Rovers fans don't like stoppage time, and I'm just kind of a little bit fretting early on. I don't want to, bring us, in a worrisome mode here, but a lot of stoppage time here for Rovers is a scary, it'll be attending no matter the score. At the end of the game, we all brace for and hope for the game to finish. So we'll see if that continues, that trend. It looks like it's going to be more World Cup stoppage times in both the first half and the second half with the new rules and keeping the ball in play. So we'll see if that affects us today. And if maybe Yundell Thomason will have tried to relay this message to the lads that you have to play the full 90. You have to play the full 100 even if it is so. So maybe we'll change our style a little bit and make sure that we can close down and make it Fortress Ewood once more. So hopefully that trend starts today with one win, a 2-0 win, Dirk. Again, I repeat, 2-0 win here for the Rovers. I'm confident that the Rovers will see us through here today.
Awesome.
Fortress Ewood.
You're the man. Appreciate you stopping by, Pete. Safe driving. Enjoy your afternoon or morning. And I look forward to hearing from you post-game and all that. If you could drop a little review and your thoughts, that would be great, of course. But any closing comments?
I will be available for the post-game, Dirk. I will be getting my fan cam in. I am excited. I'm hoping it's an optimistic, energetic win celebration fan cam post-game. But yeah, send in the fire brigade today, guys, because the Rovers are hot post-off a season here, and it is ours for the taking there, Dirk. Pete with Philly Rovers. I'm out. Good luck today, Dirk. Love the backdrop there in Georgia. I miss you up here in Pennsylvania, the Keystone State, but you're doing great things down there, and I love it. We'll see you post-game.
All right, take it easy, Pete. You're the man. All right, that's Pete. You heard it from Jacob. I'm Dirk. There we go. Camera shit the bed for a second. But, of course, we are going to be live in about 15-ish minutes or so for the main show. And I appreciate everyone stopping by. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. Hopefully that came through crystal clear. It is live. They're both driving. They're both opposite ends of the globe. But guess what? That's Rovers for you. We got fans everywhere. And hopefully you'll join me for the live show. I've got to get a coffee. I've got to tweak some things. Got to change my underpants. You know me. But, of course, that is it. Quick look at the chat here. We've got Mick Anderton gone with a 3-1 win. Looks like for the away side there. We've got Noggin Java says from the interview, the Wagger interview, he said that Wagger is a big believer in great grass in his Geordie accent. A big shout out from Obi-Wan Kenobi for Pete. Of course, we like that. We've also got Ultra Open Swedish keepers a higher ceiling than Kaminsky, but could be wrong. He's a much younger guy, of course, could go better in the league. Noggin Java again. And he also continued his comments on Waggett. Who is this Swedish keeper? Well, he's a Swedish international. He's not over the line yet. He may get confirmed during the game. We'll never know. So we say, nice shave. I'm looking pretty swivey right here. Got no hair left. Parky, of course, saying, come on, you Blues. And, of course, he says, up the Rovers and up you guys in a nice way. I'll see you very, very soon. Of course, don't forget, check us on the other show there. Of course, I've got to change it up a little bit. I can do a wardrobe change, get a cup of coffee, and I'll see you soon, guys and gals. Until then, let me just get rid of that. I'm out of here, guys. I am out of here.